Our tropical wave we have been watching for a few days now continues to near Mindanao and Visayas. Now, this is not a terribly organized system to say the least, but it is continuing to bring plenty of rainfall, as I mentioned, already pushing into eastern areas of Mindanao. Leyte, Samar also seeing that inflow coming in with this system. So definitely there is going to be an increase in rainfall here, and there is that threat of some flooding. Elsewhere in the tropics, things are staying relatively quiet, but overall, we have our high pressure ridge right here. Our area is continuing to push off towards the west, feeding on those very warm sea surface temperatures, and thus, as it rounds that ridge, it is going to be increasing precipitation all across the Philippines. All right, so as far as that center of circulation, the PAGASA, the Philippine Meteorological Agency, has labeled it a low pressure area. I had a hard time struggling really trying to find where this low is, but what I can tell you is that we do have plenty of winds off on the northern center of that circulation if it's there. Thus, we're going to still see that inflow wrap into here, and I think that's going to be one of the big issues. Gale force conditions from Leyte, from Samar, southeastern Luzon over the course of the next 24 to 48 hours, but also that inflow of moisture piling up some pretty significant precipitation. The moisture for sure is there. This is total precipitable water based on microwave imagery. So what this kind of shows you is how much moisture is in the atmosphere. I know conspiracy theorists love to use this for some reason because it's a passive center, and sometimes it does glitch out a little bit. But today, pretty useful, and it does show you that inflow of moisture wrapping around, coming in off those very warm sea surface temperatures right here. That's what's indicated in that big bright area of red moving across the southern half of the Philippines. So when is this going to be moving through? How much rainfall? Well, over the course of Sunday, Monday into Tuesday, it does pass across Mindanao over there towards Visayas and eventually into Luzon. Let's track this up here. Here comes that center of circulation pushing through. This is by Tuesday heading into Wednesday. The moisture really starts to increase for eastern areas of Luzon. Manila, you're probably going to see a bit of rainfall with this too. Actually, you can watch this pass on by. Yeah, you do get a little bit of precip, but I think really the eastern seaboards are going to be looking at the heaviest rainfall. This is Monday morning, by the way, a little closer look. You have that moisture wrapping around the center of circulation, northeastern Mindanao, Davao. You're still going to look at some rainfall, but I think it's back here towards the north. Tacloban, for example, definitely plenty of precip, and even over towards Cebu, not as heavy as the east coast, but still, you're going to be looking at some of that rainfall pushing into your area here. This is by Monday evening, kind of a wider look with those gale force conditions, as I showed you on ASCAT imagery, wrapping around the northern periphery of this. And then as we go ahead into Tuesday morning, the rainfall continues to increase, but then the threat really switches to southeastern Luzon and across the eastern slopes of the Sierra Madre Mountains, including, yes, my friends there in Cagayan. You're going to be looking at some rainfall pushing through. Actually, places like Iligan could see as much as 30 to 50 millimeters of total precipitation as this sets up by Tuesday and even over towards Wednesday as well. There's a look at the total rainfall, by the way, over the course of the next 5 days. Naturally, higher towards the south where this is coming onshore, but as I mentioned, due to those onshore winds, as this tracks off towards the north, eastern areas of Luzon is really going to pile up some pretty decent precipitation too. So it's all along the east coast. This is going to be really influencing the weather as we go ahead through the early, I should say, through the mid part of the week. So flooding is likely in Mindanao and Visayas, especially those east coasts. Even local landslides can't be ruled out too. I know it's not a named storm system, but you know, these still pack a bit of a punch regardless. So definitely some serious stuff to be taken into consideration here. All right, by the way, I want to pull back the picture and look way towards the north because our high pressure ridge is down there. We have a system passing over Japan, a nice CFX snowfall event going on here Monday through Wednesday for my friends in Japan. I know I got a lot of friends who like to ski and snowboard out there, but always be aware of that avalanche danger because this is going to be dropping some pretty decent snowfall on there as well. All right, I hope you find this video useful. If you do and you want to contribute to Patreon, please do so. Those typhoons, super typhoons, people that have contributed a pretty decent amount of money to help me out here, I truly, truly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, though. If you don't want to donate, I understand. Not everybody can donate. But if you do want to subscribe, please, yeah, check that out. Also, you can follow me on all these social media platforms. Stay dry, stay safe out there. And as always, of course, the number one thing is, yeah, stay safe. And thanks for watching.